Hi there, my name's Lori, and I am a fitness instructor and wellness coordinator at the Walla Walla YMCA. And you are joining me today for a balance and strength class. And what we will need today is a chair and a wall. I'm going to use that little bit of wall back there, so we don't need a lot of space, but those are the two things that we will use today for a class. And just a reminder that during the exercises that we're going to do today, if at any time you feel dizzy or just not feeling quite right, any kind of symptoms that you may be having that are a little distressing, want to ask you to go ahead and stop and see your care provider, and just make sure that you are healthy enough to do these exercises that we are going to be doing today. So we're going to start seated in our chair, and we're just going to kind of tune into our bodies. We'll do that by focusing on our breath. You may, once you find your comfortable seat here, going to be away from the back of the chair so that we can kind of sit up a little bit tall here and provide some space for some nice deep breaths. So when we're comfortably sitting up tall here, we may close our eyes, or you can go ahead and leave your eyes open. So with our arms relaxed on our lap first, let's just take a nice deep breath in and exhale. So we're just going to continue with those breaths and making them a little bit deeper and maybe a little bit longer on that exhale. So again, just breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So maybe just a little bit of space between the lips when we exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now this breath in, let's add our arms. So we're going to inhale, take the arms up overhead. Reach and stretch up, just create some length in the spine here, and exhale. As we bring our arms down, let's roll the shoulders a couple of times. And again, let's inhale. Reach and stretch up, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, arms back to our sides. Rolling the shoulders. One more time here, inhale. And exhale. Rolling the shoulders. And then we're going to keep this length in our spine, and we're going to start to turn to one side. So we've got our hand on our outside of our leg here, maybe on the outside of our thigh. Want to lift up out of the top of the head. So we're just doing a gentle spinal twist here and breathing through that. Relax the shoulders on that exhale. Keeping the heart center nice and open. Let's release this side. We'll go ahead and take that gentle twist over here. So again, our hand maybe on the outside of our thigh, could be on top or on the outside, and lifting up from the top of the head. Again, we're going to keep this open space in our heart center. Nice deep breaths. And releasing. I'm going to move my chair back a little bit so that you can see my legs. So I've warmed up the upper body just a little bit here, and then we're going to stay sitting tall here. And then if you can see me, just bringing my knee up. So we're just going to start a very slow lift and lower of the legs. We can think of it as maybe a little bit of a marching motion here. And if you'd like to stand, that's also an option here. Stand up and start to kind of march the legs. As we do this, whether seated or standing, we want to be engaging here in our center so that this movement is coming from that center. And we're not letting the legs fall back down to the floor, but placing them where we want them so that we're very in control of our movement here. And then we might add arms in here. So again, we think of a marching motion. So we can do that standing or seated. Just find your own kind of rhythm here with your arms and legs. Staying tall. Strong in our center. I'm going to stand up and just do this a little bit longer before we switch to something else here. So again, just any kind of rhythm that you feel best doing here, lifting the knees high or keeping them a little bit lower, doesn't matter what it looks like. And then let's go ahead and just ground those feet on the floor. Look down and maybe have your feet about hip distance apart or a little bit further. So give yourself some stability, space between the feet, and then just feel nice and grounded. And then let's inhale, take the arms back. We're gonna open the heart center and exhale, round. So we're gonna reach the arms forward, start to tuck the chin in toward the chest a little bit, little bend in our knees here. Inhale, nice and big and open here in the heart center. Exhale, so let's round. We kind of tuck our chin in, bring the belly button back toward the spine on that round. Inhale, open here. Exhale, round. Big breath in. And exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Now, we're going to bring our arms down, shake them out a little bit. Taking our arms overhead now. We're going to let the arms go to one side and the hip reach on the opposite side. So again, fingertips and hip reaching away from each other. And then we're just slowly take that to the other side. So we moved in the sagittal plane, which was the forward and back. We're moving now in the coronal plane, side to side. So again, working from that strong center. And let's go ahead and come back, bring the arms down, shake them out a little bit. So now we'll move in the transverse. So that's going to be in a twist. So we can start with our feet planted, a little softness in the knees, and again into a gentle twist. Listen to your own back here. Next option would be if we want to let our heel lift up so that we go a little bit further in our range of motion in that twist. That's just next option. Again, still moving from that strong center. And back. Shake those arms out. So now we're going to take our chair, put it in front of us. We're standing behind the back of the chair. And let's take our feet out. So if we can, getting our heels just on the outsides of our chair legs or even a little bit further if that works for you. Our toes are turned out. Toes are turned out like that. And then we're going to bend our knees. So you can see, here's straight, there's bend. Just look at your knees and see that they're not going out past the toes, just for the sake of our knee joints here. We're also going to stay really tall. So not coming forward and leaning over the chair. Staying back here. Think of the tailbone reaching down toward the floor. We're going to do some pulsing here. So think of pressing into the heels. We're not standing all the way up and straightening in our knees. We're just keeping them a little bent, pulsing. So we're down in our squat, pulse. Relax the shoulders. We're not gripping here on our chair. It's just here to kind of help us with our balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and straighten those knees. Now we're going to walk our feet in. We're going to turn to the side. I'm going to keep my hand on the top of my chair. Again, this is just to help us with our balance. And I'm going to use the leg closest to the chair is my anchor leg. So I'm sitting down into that foot, and then I'm going to lift this knee. This is the one away from the chair. And then I'm going to start to circle. So I'm making a circle. We can think of circling our knee. It might be a big circle. It might be a small circle. So it doesn't have to be a great big lift here. We can circle down lower. Find what works best for you. And again, just staying strong here in our center. That's where our movement is coming from. Circling. And then we're going to change the direction of the circle. So now I'm bringing that knee in. Changing the direction. Stay tall here. Remember to just listen to your body and take a break whenever you need to. You can always join back in whenever you're ready. And let's bring that foot down. So we're going to stay still anchored in that leg closest to the chair. And then we're going to step the other toes back, reach the arm up. So let's inhale here. As we exhale, bring elbow toward knee, knee toward elbow. So we can think of this being kind of a crunch here. Bring the belly button in toward the spine a little bit. Use this core strength here. Inhale, reach and stretch. Fingers and toes away from each other. And then as we exhale, here's where we come into that crunch. Elbow toward knee, knee toward elbow. And inhale, reach and stretch out. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. One more here. And down. So let's turn it all the way around. So now the other leg closest to the chair, anchors, soft knee, and then the other knee comes up. So we go out first with our circle. Remember, maybe our knee is staying down lower. We're circling down here. Could be our knee comes up a little bit higher. Remember, we're working still from this strong center, so stay tall in our posture. We're very in control of our movement here. Placing that leg where we want it. We're not throwing the leg up. And then let's change direction. So now we're going to come in with that circle. Stay tall. And once more. So we're bringing that foot down. Now we're going to step those toes back. Bring the arm up. Fingers and toes reaching away from each other. Let's inhale here. Exhale into that crunch. Elbow and knee come toward each other. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale. Blow it out. Squeeze tight. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 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 Bring it down and shake it out. So we're going to turn and face our chair again. Step our feet out wide again into our squat, turning the toes out. So again, remember, we're going to stay tall here, not leaning forward over the chair. Think of the tailbone reaching down. And we're going to reach into our heels. And again, lower and pulse. So same thing here. Just keeping our hands light. We're not gripping the chair. We're in our squat, pulsing. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Smile. Four, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and straighten up. We're gonna walk those feet in. So now we're gonna go to the wall and do some wall push-ups. So we're going to have our hands close together on the wall. So not out wide here. We're going to bring them in so that we're kind of hugging our elbows in at our sides. We'll start with our hands on the wall here. When we bend our elbows and come toward the wall again, we want to think about keeping those elbows in, keeping them pointing toward the floor. The further back we walk away from the wall, the more challenging our push-up. And then again, we're going to really engage in our center. Think of making the body just really tight and stiff like a board. So we're coming to the wall. Again, our hands, have them in fairly close together, not wide. I've walked my feet back a ways away from the wall. And again, make the body tight, strong, stiff like a board. And then let's bend our elbows and come toward the wall. Elbows point down and then press back up. So the elbows bend, we come toward the wall, keep the body tight and strong, and press back up slowly. So we'll continue nice and slow here, no rush. Keeping, again, that nice strong center. Again. Elbows pointing down. Belly nice and strong. Reach the belly button toward the spine a bit more if we can. Really stabilize in our center. And let's do 4 more. Nice and slow. 4, 3, last 2, stay with me, and 1, and come on up. Let's shake our arms out a little bit, roll the shoulders. We're gonna come back behind our chair, and let's do one more one set of repetitions of our squat here. Our pulsing squat. So again, we've stuffed our feet out, the toes are turned out, we bend our knees, we come down into our squat, relax the shoulders, really strong in our center, and then we stay low and pulse. And breathe. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it in. And then we're going to come around and sit back in our chair. As we come into the chair, though, we're going to stay up toward the front of that chair seat. So make sure we're not leaning back into the back of the chair, but up toward the front. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, we're engaged here in our center. Taking our arms out. And we can have the palms, let's do the palms forward. And we're going to lift one leg. See my toes there? Reaching my leg out front. And then I'm going to reach toward my foot. I'm going to set that one down. I'm going to lift the other leg and reach toward my toes. So again, we're working from that strong center, alternating a slow lift, and then gently that foot goes back to the floor. Lift and lower gently, slowly. Keep it going. Let's do one more each side. And bring those arms down, roll the shoulders. And let's take one arm up. So we're going to stretch from our hip here. So bring the shoulder down a bit, elbows a little bit bent. We want to reach from this hip. So just that stretch up our side, up and out the fingers. And then bring that arm down. Now turn the head and look down the hand. And again, we'll look forward, bring that arm up. And arm down, turn the head, look down the arm. Look forward, bring the arm up. And arm down, turn the head. Look forward, arm comes up. And down, turn the head. Looking forward, come on up. Stay here. And then let's circle in front. So just a nice big slow circle. And let's bring this arm down, reaching up on the other side. So again, here we want to be reaching from our hip. So the shoulders down, little bend to our elbows. So that stretch coming from here all the way up and out to the fingers. And then we'll reach those fingers down. Turn the head, look down the arm. Looking forward, take the arm up. Nice stretch. And down, turn the head. Looking forward, reach it up. And arm down, turn the head. Looking forward, reach it up. Arm down, turn the head. Looking forward, reach it up. And arm down, turn the head. Looking forward, reach it up. And last one. So this time we'll turn our head, reach up, and start to circle. Nice and slow here. And bring that arm down. So again, let's just roll our shoulders a few times here. And then move my chair back so you can see my legs a little bit here. See my knees right here. So I'm going to be walking my feet out. You can see that they're just walking out, coming back in, walking out, coming back in, walking out, back in, walking out, back in. Now, let's go ahead and stay toward the front of our seat. We're going to come all the way back kind of to where we started, where we're going to relax our arms on our lap. And again, just kind of come, bringing our focus into our breath. Come back to that breath. Eyes can be open or closed. So just a reminder, this breath is always with us, always available to us, and so important to connect with our breath and use it to calm the mind and relax the body. It's a wonderful tool for lowering stress level. So whenever we think about it through our day, just taking these nice deep breaths. Notice the shoulders relaxing a bit more, face, forehead, eyes, jaw. Wiggle our fingers around, let them relax. Just feeling very grounded here on our chair, our feet setting on the floor. And take just a few more nice deep breaths here. So remember to continue taking care of yourself. As we fill ourselves up, then we will have more to give others. So I want to thank you for joining me today. And let's take one more inhale up with the arms together. We'll exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.